I'm Bhartiya, and we are here in OpenStack Summit in Vancouver, and we have with us Safaii from Trilio. A lot has changed in the tech world.
Yes.
So from your industry and from your company and from your products perspective, how has data protection evolved and changed?
Sure. Well, one, thanks for having me again. I enjoyed our last conversation, and it's interesting. The evolution of data protection, as we see it, the journey is transformative. One, we capture an exact moment in time. A tenant has the ability to capture the full application, right? So it's the application blueprint, the metadata, and the data as a whole. And we hold that in a QCOW2 format, and you can store it wherever you'd like. Now, the important part about that is mobility, workload mobility. So as the theme around backup and data protection evolves, and the hybrid cloud story starts to come into play, not only are you just backing up to a repository, but I'm giving you, the tenant, the ability to take that moment in time and recover it into a different cloud. So as hybrid cloud evolves and public cloud and private cloud become one compute layer, the governance around recovering a workload into one tier of cloud versus the other tier of cloud, that takes shape and that takes place. Also, if you think about what you can do with a moment in time, later this year, so we're talking about the ability to scan your backups. So now I can run a scanner through it, which we have today. We have yet to announce this, but to check configurations, to check antivirus, to make sure that you have got the best last known state. God forbid something happens and you need to recover, let's say ransomware or whatever may take place. But with Trilio, you'll have that ability. So we're going down this journey, this No, good question. It's interesting. The container market feels a lot like where OpenStack was a couple of years ago, right? It will need backup. Stateful workloads do find their way into into these areas. Once that happens, we'll get that call, and we're architected appropriately to be the backup solution within the container market. What's going on with Kata, for example, right? It's exciting for us. We're in the right spot right now, but it's a matter of time. That world's going to continue to evolve. Look, when people first started down the OpenStack journey, they were saying, "Oh, only stateless workloads will live here." It's perception and reality, right? Fast forward to today, it's very, very different. The same thing is going to happen on the container world.
Are you going to containerize your own solutions too?
Yeah, good question. So yes, we are. We actually have had a partner already containerize us and run us as a service in a container. I can't acknowledge who it is, but they do it within the federal space. But if you fast forward to Queens and going forward, Trilio does need to be containerized. Anyway, that's how a lot of these services will be deployed.
What role can data protection play in the serverless landscape?
Well, anytime that there is data generated and a point in time needs to be captured, data protection needs to exist. So again, there are a lot of initial intents for things, and then we always learn as part of this journey. So we'll be there for that. Okay. Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to touch upon?
I would just say that how Trilio is, the platform itself is orchestrated. It's a cloud native platform. As a cloud native platform, we can approach a number of different clouds. Today, the focus is on the open source community. It's focused on OpenStack. It's focused on the KVM environment. We're getting a lot of requests for backup within just pure KVM. It can be applied to other clouds. Trilio Vault can exist inside Amazon. It can exist inside Azure. It can be applied to VMware. We just haven't done that yet. And candidly, for anyone else to go do this, to become a cloud native backup solution, you'd have to re-architect yourself.
I'm going to ask a question that I asked last time also, because I've been covering open source for so long.
Yeah.
Are you going to open source any of your companies?
Thanks for asking again. There is that does come up internally quite a bit. We will be open sourcing certain components.
Awesome.
Because of our Red Hat relationship, to make ourselves integrate seamlessly into things like Director, et cetera. So we are taking steps.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that.
Oh, I'm glad.
Now we are not going to talk about Trilio. We are not going to talk about OpenStack. We are not going to talk about technology. We are going to talk about you for a while. So when you're not attending the events, what do you do in your free time?
Oh man, what do I do? Is there free time? No, just.
For me, it's free time. I love technology. I love talking to people. So I'm just having fun.
Yeah, no, I love what I do. I truly have a blast. I'm surrounded by great people.
No, we are not going to talk. We're talking about hobbies, your personal hobbies.
I have a young family. I've got a 2-year-old daughter.
Okay.
And she's my world. She's my boss. So whatever time I can spend with her, I'm just amazed by how fast she learns and all those things. And then if it's not that, I'm outside getting my hands dirty. I've got a tractor, take care of the lawn in the backyard, and try and be outside as much as I can. So those are the things that really do keep me busy outside of work life.
I totally understand. I have a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Oh.
So, but you also travel a lot. How do you keep up? Because you're missing as they're growing.
I know that's painful. I go on a business trip. I come back 1 week later, and now my daughter's putting together 3-word sentences, right? And it's heart-wrenching. But we have video conferencing today. It's so easy to pick up your phone.
The time zone problem is there. You are in a different part of the world.
I know. Well, it's a good thing I never sleep. So
you don't sleep?
Nah, I never sleep. I rarely do because there's always so much to do. And like I said, I'm having fun doing what I'm doing.
That's the most important. And thank you so much for talking to me
Thank
today.
you.
And
This
it's
is wonderful.
and thanks for talking beyond work and get some more hobbies.
Yeah, I know. If I can get back on the soccer field, I would.
Okay, thank
But
you.
thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you.